Bob Page with an update from Philadelphia, where Isaac Austin will feed New Yorker Jamal Mashburn just over from Dallas for the easy 2. Miami will win its 10th straight, sending the Sixers down to their 5th straight loss.
All right, Bob, and Miami coming into tonight 2 games in front of the New York Knicks. So Miami will go to 40-12 with the 10th straight win.
Well, if this Larry Johnson miss, softly done. See Buck Williams there with the lefty tip in. Nicely done by Buck. And Charlie Ward at the helm handling that basketball, finds Buck Williams around the basket. Boy, that was a quarterback pass. He threw the ball where he wanted the man to be, and Buck Williams got there.
The Knicks and the Suns are tied at 90. Patrick Ewing trying to help pump the crowd up, although they've done very well on their own. Crowd has been into it in the second half. Childs now in the backcourt with Starks, Ewing, Johnson, Oakley up front. Shot clock at 5. Here's Starks digging on Kidd.
Kidd did a great job of denying Starks the baseline that he wanted.
Suns back to the backcourt of Johnson and Kidd. Williams with Manning and Bryant on the front line. Shot clock at 7. Johnson backing Childs. Down to 2. Down to 1. And it's a 24-second violation. Basket will not count.
Awfully big play. 2 more seconds and there could have been 3 more points on the board. Danny Ainge indicating to his players, use your brains.
20th turnover committed by the Phoenix Suns. Now to 2 minutes to go in the 4th. Game tied at 90. Ewing looking to get position. Battle between Ewing and Williams. Childs on the recovery. And Childs' pass carries out of bounds, but deflected by the Suns. So the Knicks maintain possession with 7 on the shot clock.
Childs and Ewing had their signals crossed, and they were just discussing that.
Timeout is called by Phoenix. We'll be back in a moment. Well, as it turns out, that last timeout was a Knick timeout, not Phoenix. So the Knicks are down to 1 timeout remaining. And the Suns have 3 and a 20. Phoenix Suns have done it tonight with a 3-pointer, 13 in all. 1 shy of a team record. Wesley Person with 6, which ties a career mark. Here's Starks for 3. Rebounded by Manning. Knicks and Suns tied at 90. Knicks at 1 point down by as many as 16. Minute and a half to go in the 4th. Johnson for 3. Oakley able to get to the loose ball. Childs. Well, Childs tried to put a move on Johnson and lost it. And the Suns take a timeout, a 20-second timeout. There's Childs out of control as he tried to hook it around Kevin Johnson.
Just trying to do too much with the ball. Childs trying to go around Johnson. Is very quick, obviously. Chris needs a little more self-control on the previous possession with only 7 on the clock. John Starks knows he's got to get that shot up, and it was a rushed shot as he drew a lot of attention.
So the Suns take over with 1:20 left in the 4th quarter. The game is tied at 90. Jason Kidd getting set to inbound. Jason Kidd with 15 points, 12 assists. Kidd picked up on the switch, went to the crossover, being played by Oakley. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Kidd pushing it off to Bryant. Mark Bryant only only a second field goal of the night, and it provides the Suns with a 2-point lead. Mark Bryant out of Seton Hall, a product of Newark, New Jersey. And the Suns lead 92-90. They go right back to Ewing, and he ties the game at 92.
What a gigantic move by Patrick Ewing. Right to the hoop.
31 points for Ewing on 13 of 17 shooting. The game is tied at 92.
Well, we have a tie game here. 48-7 seconds to go. Right now, the Knicks with 1 timeout. Phoenix Suns with 2 full timeouts. And everybody knew what the Knicks had to do right now. And they rotated that basketball to Patrick Ewing with that soft jump hook shot. Gave the Knicks a tie. And the Knicks have come back strong here in the second half. In the fourth quarter, they've really grown also defensively.
Another outstanding night for Ewing, his 7th 30-point game of the season. He has 31. Game tied at 92. Now to a half-minute remaining in the fourth. Here's Kidd. Jason Kidd with a clutch jump shot to give the Suns a 94-92 lead. Knicks are down to 1 timeout remaining. And the foul was given for the Suns. It is only their 3rd team foul. They had a foul to give. The Knicks have 1 foul to give in these final minutes. And Allen Houston will check back in. Here's another look at Jason Kidd hitting that jump shot.
He's having a dream night shooting the basketball from outside.
20 and 9/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Knicks with the ball, down by 2. Houston played by Manning. Oh, bad pass. And the Knicks are very fortunate. It was deflected out by the Suns. Houston trying so hard to get the ball to Ewing, released it, and it was nearly picked off. Knicks used their final timeout.
Well, the Suns up 2 now, and the Knicks will have the basketball with 13 and 6/10 seconds to go. Everybody in the arena and on the Phoenix Suns bench knows what's coming, and that is the Knicks will try and get the ball to Ewing, who has eaten up the Suns tonight, going over 30 points for his 7th time. The Knicks incidentally is 6-0 when he's gone over 30 this year, 30 or more. But the Knicks have to be ready for doubling and tripling of Ewing, which has not been happening tonight that much. So someone else has got to be ready, and you know Jeff Van Gundy has a contingency plan.
This is a Phoenix Suns team that has won only 5 of 28 games on the road. Knicks do not have any timeouts left. Down to 10 seconds. Ewing. Childs passed on the 3. 5 seconds. Houston for 3. Starks, he'll have to fire it. He does. Got it off in time. He hit it. He hit it. It's over. The Knicks have won in dramatic fashion. And the Suns, with an argument, they felt that it should not have counted. Several of the players felt the shot came after time had run out. But it counts. Jack Neese with the immediate indication. John Starks with a 3-pointer to win for the Knicks at the buzzer. The Knicks 95 and the Suns 94.
How about the poise of Starks to make sure his feet were ready? I think that's incredible what he did, because he knew he had no time, but he held out to get his body in the position that he wanted to get it in.
And once again, the Knicks spot the opponent, the big lead. They were down by as many as 16, and they come from behind to pull it out.
Here's a look at the play now. The rush shot doesn't go. Starks gets the ball. He knows he's just about out of time. And on the release, it's gone before the zeros are across the board. It certainly was close, and if you are the Suns, you argue.
I thought it was a good call. Very, very close.
Oh, no question.
Did get it off. Tough call for Jack Nice.
It wasn't out of his hands, but a half a second or less. And then the shot, the time clock ran out. Another look at it, all angles here. The Knicks get the good bounce. You know what that good bounce reminds me of? The game in Charlotte, when that ball went into Glenn Rice's hands off a rebound, and the Knicks were the victims of a good bounce. Here, they got the good bounce, and they got the Glenn Rice-type response from John Starks.
Well, Jeff Van Gundy was saying prior to the game, so important to win the final game of the homestand before going on the long road trip. That is awfully close, but it looked like he just did get it off by a split second.
They got the lucky bounce and the great finish from John Starks, who is a dramatic shooter. Boy, he's shown that in his history.
So the Knicks remain 2 games behind Miami. They are now 38-14. They have won 6 straight, 9 of the last 10, and 20 of the last 21 here at Madison Square Garden. We'll get another look at it, and we'll also listen for the final horn. Or buzzer.
A buzzer beater.
Yeah, he just did get it off in time. John Starks, who finished with 15 points, the high man for the Knicks. Patrick Ewing, 13 of 17 from the field, 31 points and 13 rebounds. Much more on the wrap-up with Mike Crispino. That is coming up. The Knicks 95 and the Suns 94. We'll be right back.